What defines a high-quality, out-of-school time arts program? And what does it take to engage urban, low-income youth in these programs when there are so many other options? The Wallace Foundation set out to answer both questions. They explore the issues in depth with experts, including urban youth and their families, researchers, academics, and the staffs of some of the nation's best arts programs. The research identified 10 principles for effective, high-quality programs. This video highlights how some of those principles are part of NDI New Mexico's formula for success.
The arts are joyful. Music is joyful and dancing is joyful. It's something that people all over the world dance. Everyone dances. NDI New Mexico was founded with the knowledge that the arts have a unique power to engage and motivate children. I think that we have a model that really works. We go in and we say, we're going to work towards being excellent at something. We're going to put all of ourselves into it and work hard to do it, and we're going to have fun while we do it, and that happens. The core four is work hard, do your best, never give up, and be healthy. Asking young people to work hard and do their best and never give up, it's like building character skills, building life skills. Asking students to be healthy and be physically fit is not necessarily an arts curriculum. We have a sort of a little like orientation packet when you get into this program. It's not long, but it sort of sets up the rules and the expectations and what's the role of the student and what's the role of the teacher and what's the role of the parent. Because parent involvement, I think, is important. And then at the end, everyone signs it. Everyone, the teacher, the student, and the parent. Setting the standards high is really important with kids. And it's all about the way that you enforce them maintaining and achieving, you know, the level of expectation that you have. Humor and love are huge. I mean, you have to be tough, but you have to have compassion. You have to recognize when somebody is working hard. You have to recognize when somebody is trying, but you also have to recognize when they're not.
It's not just about, are you jumping high enough or are you pointing your foot? It's sort of, are you really working your hardest? Are you really concentrating as much as you can?
You know, you set the bar, you tell them what you want, and they have to rise to it. And if they don't, you have to be honest. That's the other thing, is that you have to be honest. If you're not honest with them, they're gonna slide, and they know that you're gonna let them slide. NDI's original founder, Jacques d'Amboise, called children, young people, little lie detectors. And if you're not honest with them, they know instantly. You can be honest without being sort of disparaging. We talk about the importance of perseverance, not giving up. Just because something is challenging doesn't mean you should stop or you should give up. The class knows that we're working together as a team and that we're not going to stop until we all get it. And if we're still working on a step, that means someone or someone's still need more time. We call them dancers. Dancers, let's everybody stand up. They're like, I'm a dancer. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a better dancer. And so I think the building skills is I want to be a better person. I want to be my best self. Okay, that was better. That was much better this time, but now I think you can stretch your arms even more. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, your arms were stretching. That was so great. But now you have to pick your knees up. But you know what? That wasn't our best. Let's take a moment. Let's try it again.
It's in the approach of the teacher. It's in sort of the attitude of the teacher that I'm gonna reach this far out to you, and I want you to reach that far back.
It was an amazing year that we didn't lose a single dancer. We had a team of 69 students on the first day and on the last day of performances.
We work with professionals because from having lived through that experience of what a quality performance is, to have gone through what does it take to be ready for a performance, the teacher can take that experience and go into a classroom with young people, novice dancers in our case, and say, I'm going to bring this group and I'm going to get them ready. What does it take? I know, because I've experienced it. I've felt it. I've done it. It's sort of part of my DNA. A volunteer who's never danced before trying to teach a dance class would be, well, that would be challenging.
So NDI's method of teaching is through love and humor, and it's through modeling. And so the teacher models what is expected, and the children mirror it back. We do simple things like call and response, where I'll clap my hands, and they repeat it right back to me.
I go first and then you go.
So it's a multi-sensory type of learning. They're hearing it, they're seeing it, and they're physically doing it at the same time.
Once a year, our whole staff gets together and practices what we're good at to make sure we stay good at it. We have new ideas, we share them with each other. But I think that kind of professional development and that ongoing training and a curriculum that's your guide to do that, I think that's worked for us. We bring challenges that we don't know how to solve. There was a blind student on stage today, completely blind. And the teacher who had her in class said, I don't know how to teach a dance to a blind student. I've never done that, and I don't have that in my background. So we actually, believe it or not, found a program in New York where they teach dance to blind students, and we sent our teacher to that program. And she came back with all these ideas and skills that she's sharing with all of us and that she got to use and help this student. NDI is fortunate to have great support in the community. Board members, donors, volunteers, they really see what this is doing for young people. Well, one of the ways we do it is when we do our performances and we get everybody involved, and the parents are involved because they're either sewing costumes or they've been getting ready and helping with rehearsals, and they're ushering, and so they're there. We have the police department, the fire department, and the sheriff's department come and they dance with the students. We have the teachers and the principals dancing. Next week we have 2 principals dancing with their schools here. We ask for parents and teachers and principals and everyone to give us feedback and to be a part of what we're doing. If we're doing like strategic planning and thinking about, well, what's our path for the next 5 years? Involve who we are and what do we want to do? What are we the best at? It's the celebration team parents, they said, well, I've got a daughter who's in the Tiny Tots, and I've got a teenager who's on the celebration team, and this is going to be his last year, and I want to dance in the show. The whole family is going to be in the show this year. And so we say, okay.
Our culmination of our 30 weeks of hard work is bringing them to the Highland Theater with professional lighting, a professional band, and costumes.
It's a goal that we're working towards. It's good to have a goal, and every NDI program has a performance of some sort at the end of it. So we've got something to work towards. And as we're going along, we know it's going to take more and more to get there. So you get to that final moment. This is your moment to show everybody what you've done, what you've achieved. We do runs and jumps. Every student has their moment in the spotlight, downstage, to say, this is me. We bring, I think, what the best of the performing arts together. We have a rockin' band. Could you believe our band? They're good.
We believe that live music is one of the most important things that a group of children can ever experience. I mean, it's a group of musicians, professional musicians, that are playing music just for them. And it has this power. It's one of those things that you can't really explain how or why, but music is very powerful. And it has a way of increasing the energy and just lifting up a group of kids who have, they've worked so hard, they've been working with a piano player all year long, and then suddenly the music is full, and it just creates this atmosphere and this energy that you can't compare to any other experience.
We have costumes. They're not fancy, they're t-shirts, but they're costumes, and everyone has their own costume, and they take care of it. We have the theater when we can. If we don't get a theater, then we'll use a gym, but we'll really doll it up to make it look like a special place. We'll put banners that the students paint, and we'll bring in our props and sets, and we'll set it up to be like, here's our stage. We're gonna call this our theater. You bring all of that to say, you students, you've given 100%, we're giving you 100%, and then the audience who's here cheering for the kids that have just done something incredible, they walk away knowing that the people in my life, my school, my family, my town, believes that I just did something excellent. And they can feel a genuine sense of pride that they were a part of something excellent. And I think that's what builds their self-confidence. And then hopefully they walk away from this experience wanting to find that feeling again.